Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a night. Oh my god, Supersonic is back! Ah! Oh, man. So yeah, right off the bat, let's just get it over with. Supersonic is back. After 11 years in absence, he's back. Well, technically, he has been there as an unlockable character, but never to the point where he was like important or vital to the story. Not even the Chaos Emeralds were mentioned. It's been 11 years, exactly. Because last time he showed up properly was in Sonic Generations, where you had to collect the Chaos Emerald throughout the eras in order to defeat the Time Eater. So this is the first time in 11 years where this guy shows up and he's actually important to the story. Oh my god, let's go! I already had my freak out moment and my crying moment when he showed up in the second movie, because that was like the first time, you know, I've seen him like being used properly in like a long time, and I was like, oh my god, finally! To see him back in the actual games themselves is like, yeah, I mean, I was already expecting it because like we were collecting Chaos Emerald keys and Vault keys and stuff. I was already expecting him to play a vital role, but to see him this early on, like on the first island, let's go! Well, at least it looks like the first island. Maybe he is the first boss. Like, we collect, that's another thing too, like it seems like this takes place in the first island, so I'm guessing like we collect the Chaos Emeralds in this island, and then once we face him with Supersonic, because Izuka did confirm that you need Supersonic to defeat some of these bosses. So once we defeat the Titan of the island, which is this guy for Kronos Island, I'm guessing that one of these bots in another island, which is seen taking a Chaos Emerald from Sonic, these will start popping up all over the place in other islands trying to take your Chaos Emerald, and they will, and then they'll lock them behind cyberspace levels again. And I'm guessing that's how they're gonna do it for every single island. Now that's a little bit repetitive, I assume, but I really don't know how they're gonna stop you from using Supersonic in every single island, because he does seem to be unlockable early on. Or maybe you just go collecting Chaos Emeralds in each island, and then once you're packed and ready to go, you go back to each island and defeat all the Titan. Maybe that's how they do it. I kind of like the approach where you can unlock them in the first island, and then if you're skilled enough to avoid these bots where they take your Chaos Emerald from you, you can keep them and just defeat the Titans each time you go into a new island. You can just go up to them and just kill them. No, of course, I'm gonna be the badass that just goes up to them and defeats them. Like, I'm sure they made a way to just defeat them without the Chaos Emerald. That would be kind of lame if they didn't think about that. Like, you can, like, kind of how you can just go into Hyrule Castle in Breath of the Wild without even clearing any of the Divine Beasts. I almost forgot what the name was. Kind of like that. Like, as you climb the castle, you do get all the equipment you need to defeat this, like, all of the bosses. If you're skilled enough, you can defeat them and Ganon in one go, even without the Master Sword or the Divine Beasts. So I'm kind of imagining that they took that approach to the Titan bosses, and I hope we can do that. Like, we can just take them on if we're skilled enough and patient enough to just defeat them with regular Sonic. I know during Gamescom there was footage of Sonic facing off against this Titan specifically, where he couldn't defeat them with just homing attacks, but come on, I refuse to believe that you can't take this thing on without the Chaos Emeralds. Come on, that'd be kind of lame. I mean, I do like using Supersonic. I do feel like super powerful and stuff and badass, but come on, I want to just defeat this thing with my pure skill. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We got some new islands. One with, like, that seems to be Forces inspired, like with these, I say Forces inspired because I see a turret immediately, but it's basically like beat up, broken, dead. It's lava themed, so I'm guessing this is the one of the final islands. Maybe I could be wrong about that. Yeah, and then we get more footage of Ares Island, and then this new one which shoots out like balloons and stuff, kind of like how Infinite made a row of himself, and then you had to basically make it your way to him by defeating the other clones of the Chaos Emerald stealing robot. And then there's this one with rings. Oh, and yeah, and the flying robot, which, you know, immediately got compared to that one scene in Breath of the Wild too. I mean, it was coincidental. Like, this released like a few days, I believe, before Breath of the Wild 2 trailer came out. I believe, I could be wrong about that. I completely forgot when the Nintendo Direct happened. As long as it gives me another form of transportation, I don't care if it copies Breath of the Wild. I have another form of transportation, all right? I don't care. Yeah, the only thing left was the footage that we saw during Gamescom, but, you know, high quality quality of Sonic getting defeated by the first Titan. But you know, now that I think about it, if Sonic has to rely on his super form to defeat like this guy, and he's possibly like one of the first ones he has to defeat, I can't even imagine the final boss. Like, how powerful is the final boss? Like, I'm sure it's gonna be Eggman because he's the main villain. He's probably the guy who caused all this to happen in the first place, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna take advantage of something like super powerful he doesn't have control over, or he does and then he completely annihilates Sonic. Like, is he gonna get a new form or something like that? Or maybe his Psyloop is gonna combine into his super form and then just make like a super form? I don't know. That would be cool. Like, we see like a frontier specific transformation, kind of like how we got Tark Spine Sonic in Secret Rings, Excalibur Sonic in Black Knight, stuff like that, like super transformations for those games, since they're not in Sonic's regular world. Also, the wording on the article makes it seem like you're just gonna scratch these guys. Like, it's not even gonna be like a defeat. It's just gonna be like, oh wow, I finally got some hits in where I couldn't before. And that's kind of scary because like Super Sonic can't even defeat these things. Well, what do you need to defeat these things? But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like, I know this may backfire on me, but I'm fully looking forward to this, and I really want to see. I really want to use Super Sonic. Okay, I want to explore this thing. I want to fish. I really hope I can get my hands on it soon. And yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry for the delay, and I'll be going into the Sonic Prime video now. See you later. Bye bye. Check the Sonic Prime video if you want to. I think it'll be coming out before this one, I believe.